भगवते वासुदेवाय। फैन बंद करो। ठीक है ना? So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, the Samam Bonam, Chapter 58. Krishna marries 5 princesses. Verse number 23. 23 doesn't have a purport. We read 23 to next few verses. तथा वदद्गुडाकेशो वासुदेवाय सोऽपीताम् रथम् आरोप्य तद्विद्वान् धर्मराजम् उपागमन्। तथा वदद्गुडाकेशो वासुदेवाय सोऽपीताम् रथम् आरोप्य तद्विद्वान् धर्मराजम् उपागमन्। तथा वदद्गुडाकेशो वासुदेवाय सोऽपीताम् रथम् आरोप्य तद्विद्वान् धर्मराजम् उपागमत्। गुडाकेशो वासुदेवाय सोऽपीताम् रथम् आरोप्य तद्विद्वान् जन उपागमत्। तथा वदद्गुडाकेशो वासुदेवाय सोऽपीताम् तद्विद्वान् धर्मराजम् उपागमत्। माताजी। तथा वदद्गुडाकेशो वासुदेवाय सोऽपीताम् रथम् आरोप्य तद्विद्वान् धर्मराजम् उपागमत्। Word to word meaning. तथा thus. Avadat said Gudakesha Arjun Vasudevaya to Lord Krishna. Saha he api and tam her ratham on his chariot aropya taking up tad of all this vidwan already aware dharmarajam to King Yudhishthir upagama he went. Translation by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Shukdev Goswami continued. Arjun repeated all this to Lord Vasudev, who was already aware of it. The Lord then took Kalindi onto his chariot and went back to see King Yudhishthir. Verse 24. Describing a previous incident, Shukadeva Goswami said, upon the request of the Pandavas, Lord Krishna had Vishwakarma build them a most wonderful and amazing city. Purport: Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti mentions that this city was constructed before the burning of the Khandav forest, and hence before the Lord found his bride Kalindi. Next verse. The Supreme Lord stayed in that city for some time to please his devotees. On one occasion, Sri Krishna wanted to give the Khandav forest as a gift to Agni, and so the Lord became Arjuna's charioteer. Purport: Srila Jiva Goswami explains the sequence of events that occurred during Lord Krishna's stay with the Pandavas. He states that first the Khandav forest was burned, then Kalindi was found, then the city was constructed, and then the assembly hall was presented to the Pandavas. Next, being pleased, O king, Lord Agni presented Arjuna with a bow, a set of white horses, a chariot, a pair of inexhaustible quairs, and armor that no fighter could pierce with weapons. Next, when the demon Maya was saved from the fire by his friend Arjun, Maya presented him with an assembly hall in which Duryodhan would later mistake water for a solid floor. Next, then Lord Krishna, given leave by Arjuna and other well wishing relatives and friends, returned to Dwaraka with Satyaki and the rest of his entourage. Next, the supremely auspicious Lord then married Kalindi on a day when the season, the lunar asterism, and the configurations of the sun and other heavenly bodies were all propitious. In this way, he brought the greatest pleasure to his devotees. Om अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षु उन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमा ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we have been reading how Mother Kalindi, she is performing austerities in the waters of Yamuna to obtain Lord Vishnu as her husband. It is said to obtain one's desirable spouse, husband or wife, you need blessings of Krishna. To obtain Krishna as husband, you need blessings of devotees. To obtain Krishna as your master, you need blessings of devotees. So Arjuna and Krishna, when they see Kalindi, such a beautiful lady, but performing austerities, Krishna tells Arjuna, hey, जाओ पूछो कौन है, who is that beautiful girl? So Arjuna goes to Kalindi and inquires, you are so beautiful, what are you doing here? And she recognizes Arjuna and says that I am performing austerities to marry Krishna and I will not marry anybody else. Since you are a friend of Krishna, please recommend my name to Krishna. So Arjuna goes to Krishna and repeats the message. Immediately Krishna accepts her. Krishna tells Mother Kalindi that you want your husband as Vishnu. Just see, I am the original Vishnu. Vishnu has 4 hands. I have 2 hands, but I am the original person. And I have Kaustubh Mani, Srivatsa, and lotus petal like eyes, blackish body, yellow dhoti, golden crown, Vaijanti Mala. And when Kalindi came in contact with Krishna, she developed ecstatic feelings, which was another proof that this is original Vishnu. So he immediately accepted Kalindi and made her board the chariot, and they went to Yudhishthira Maharaj to tell him good news. We went for hunting and we got a bride. Good news, right? Meantime, even before this episode, when King Dhritarashtra he divided the kingdom, he gave Khandavprasth, a desolate land where nobody used to stay, to the Pandavas, Yudhishthir, Bhim, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev, Kunti, and told them that you take half of this kingdom, Khandavprasth, and rule. So it looked like injustice because there was no praja. And it was barren land, no fertility, no fertile land. Because it was cursed by a rishi that nothing will grow there. It was just stony lands, all stones, desolate. Nobody would stay there. But they accepted, being confident that Krishna is with us. When Krishna is with us, even if the whole world is against us, no problem. Chalega. We will be successful. We will be victorious. We will be happy. We will be peaceful. If Krishna is not with us and the whole world likes us, your life is useless. Most probably you are a dog or a cat. Because Cute dog, cute cat, everybody likes. Whole world is supporting them. No use. So we should not be worried or concerned about whole world liking us. We should be concerned that Krishna likes us. Krishna is pleased with us. Krishna's devotees are pleased with us. Then our life is successful. So Pandavas were confident that Krishna is with us, we will be successful. So they happily went to Khandopras and they invited Srila Vyasdev, who did the Bhumi Pujan, who worshipped the Lord and the Devtas to invoke their blessings. And they selected a particular area to make a city. And Krishna invited Indra and told him, put some nectar on this land to remove the curse and make it fertile. And Indra put nectar all over the place, and the land became again fertile. Then Krishna invited Vishwakarma and told him to build the city. And he built what is called Indraprasth, a city much better than Swargaloka, with big, big palaces and parks and gardens and farmlands and orchards and water bodies and streets and pathways and crossovers. Very beautiful city, beautiful palaces. So much so that all the citizens of Hastinapur started getting attracted to shift to Indraprasth. So the pious Brahmanas, the wealthy Vaishyas, the administrative powerful Kshatriyas and the honest Sudras, all the four Varnas, they all came and started residing in the city. And it became populous. Once the city was constructed and everything was settled, Yudhishthira Maharaj requested, my dear Krishna, please stay with us for some time. We just newly stabilized our kingdom. We want your association. And Krishna happily agreed. We should learn this from Yudhishthira Maharaj. It's not that Krishna is needed only when we are in crisis. When everything is stabilized, I have a nice house, nice car, nice family, I should take association of Krishna. Not that I remember him only when I have dukkha or I am on leave, Sunday. Sunday go to temple, other days don't go to temple. Sunday devotee, Ravivar Das. Be Rasbihari Das, not Ravivar Das. Weekend devotee. Well, if you are far away from the temple, make Radha Rasbihari temple in your house. And every day pay obeisances, perform arti, offer bhoga. And take darshan every day. Become devotee every day. Not just once in one occasion, lifetime, once upon a time. Enthusiasm, rest days, no enthusiasm. That's not what we are aiming for. We want everyday enthusiasm in bhakti. Not just once a week or once a month or festival days. Every day. So Krishna stayed back in Indraprasth. So one summer day, Arjuna told Krishna, "It's so hot in the palace here. Let us go and stay some days on the bank of the Yamuna. There are very nice staying arrangements there." So Krishna and Arjuna are very close friends. They eat together, they sleep together, they talk together, they joke together, they hunt together, they talk about girls together, very close friends. So Krishna said, "Yeah, let's go." So on the bank of Yamuna, there were so many opulent residences. They went to one of them and stayed there, drank nice juices, had nice feast, an opulent prasad, and nice service. And in the evening, they will take walk on the bank of the Yamuna, and there were crystal daises, and they would sit there enjoying the breeze coming from Yamuna and having sweet drinks. The servants are fanning them, and they are talking about the past battles, about the wars they have fought, about the bravery they have expressed, about the weapons they have used and seen. At that time, a person dressed in a Brahmana's Vesha came there. Immediately, Krishna and Arjuna got up from their seat, paid obeisances, folded their hands, and told, "My dear Brahmana, welcome. How can we serve you?" Krishna is teaching us. It's our duty to serve cows, to serve Brahmanas, to serve sadhus very happily. Srila Prabhupada mentions that in his own life, whole life, he asked only one question to his Guru Maharaj. And that question is, "How can I serve you?" That is the only question he asked. Because we please Krishna by pleasing the spiritual master, by serving the devotees of Krishna. So, Brahmanas are spiritual leaders of the society. So, Krishna requested, "How can we serve you?" The Brahmana said, "I want prasad, I want food." They said, "Bas, very happily we will give you. What kind of food you want?" He said, "Look, I am not an ordinary Brahmana. I am Agni Dev, fire god, and I want to eat Khandav forest. I want to burn the whole Khandav forest. I tried many times, but I couldn't. So I want your help." Krishna and Arjuna are surprised. It's a strange request. Fire wants to burn a forest. Then why do they need help? Fire can burn. So Krishna and Arjuna said, "We will do whatever we can, but please tell us what is the story behind this." So Agnidev said that, "Look, there is one king who performed a month long fire sacrifice to please Lord Shiva. And he poured so much ghee, that it became overeating for me. My stomach is upset." So then I went to Lord Brahma. I said, this happened. I'm not well. Lord Brahma said, you go and consume Khandava forest. The Khandava forest contains lots of medicinal herbs which are cure for your stomach. But whenever I tried to consume Khandava forest, Indra would not allow me because Indra's friend Takshak snake was staying in Khandava forest with his family. So whenever I tried to consume, Indra would send rain and I couldn't consume. Do not put water on fire. Same way in Ayurveda they say there is fire in the stomach. Krishna says, I am fire of digestion. So immediately after prasad, one should not drink water. We are putting water on fire of digestion. Because Indra has friendly relationship with Takshak. He doesn't allow me to consume, so I went back to Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma told, go to Indraprasth, to Krishna and Arjun, they are Nar Narayan Rishi, and they will help you to do it. And all these animals and demons staying in Khandava forest, it's a big tract of land. They are all sinful criminals and they are meant to be punished, to be killed. So don't worry, you should consume them and Arjuna should kill them. So, my dear Arjuna, my dear Krishna, this is authorized by Brahma for me to consume and for you to kill these demons and animals. So, hearing the story, Arjuna said, look, I have celestial weapons, but I don't have a suitable bow to fire those weapons. If I have a good bow and a good chariot, fast chariot, maybe I can help you. I can resist Indra's army. So immediately Agni Dev, he gave Arjuna Gandhi bow and chariot, golden chariot with the flag of Hanuman, with celestial horses and celestial weapons in the chariot, and a quiver with inexhaustible arrows. Arjuna was very happy to receive Gandhi. That was in the depth of the ocean with Varun Dev. It was very, very powerful, very huge height of Arjuna. I don't know, 10, 12 feet. And with crystals and diamonds and rare gems encrusted. And he bowed down to the chariot, circumambulated. He sat on the chariot. Krishna said, I'll become driver. Agni gave Sudarshan Chakra to Krishna. It's originally belongs to Krishna only. But that is how Krishna received it. And Arjuna said, you go ahead and consume the forest. I will take care. And Krishna drove the chariot so fast around the forest, just like a fan. When you see a fan, you see a circle. So fast. So the chariot was going so fast, you see a circle. So fast. And Agni started consuming from all sides, started burning the forest. And if any demon or animal or snake would try to escape the forest, shoot an arrow and put it back inside the forest or kill them. So Indra got a notification that Agni again started burning Khandava forest. Indra got concerned for Takshak, his friend. So he sent rain. But this time Agni has started consuming with so great confidence that whatever rain was coming, before touching the forest, it will become steam, it will vaporize. So then Indra increased the dose. He started sending very heavy black clouds, which will give rain not a drop, but a column of rain. One drop is equal to one pillar. So when the rain started becoming heavy, Arjuna, he shot so many millions of arrows interconnected to each other in such a way that it became a big umbrella on the forest of Khandoprast, and all the columns of rain which was coming on that umbrella would touch the arrows and go away, and below the fire was protected. And Indra was surprised. And when Indra saw Arjuna and Krishna with the chariot helping Agnidev, he became very angry and he threw his thunderbolt, Vajra missile on Arjuna. But with Gandhi, bow and celestial weapons, Arjuna cut the thunderbolt. Indra called Vayu, Varun, and Yamaraj and all the demigod army, and they sent forth so many weapons like clubs and lances and swords and tridents and arrows on Arjuna, but single-handedly he defeated whole army of Indra. Indra was feeling very happy that Arjuna is my son and he is so powerful. But he was concerned about Takshak. So he continued the fight. Meanwhile, Takshak was not there in the forest. He had gone for Vrindavan Yatra. No, he has gone to Kurukshetra. Takshak's wife and his son, they were in the forest. When the fire started increasing, they started flying in the air. Arjuna saw them and he shot an arrow and killed Takshak's wife. With next arrow, he was about to kill Takshak's son. But suddenly Indra created such a dust storm that for a few seconds Arjuna couldn't see anything and Takshak's son got escaped. So Arjuna got very angry and he threw so many arrows on Indra's army that they got fearful. So then Lord Brahma, he did Akashvani, he told Indra, stop this war. I have ordained Agni to consume the forest. And don't worry, Takshak and his family are no longer there. Takshak is protected. So Indra told his army to stop the battle. And this way Agni Devata consumed the whole Khanda forest, got all the medicines and the snakes and the animals, sinful animals. And Agni Dev was very happy. So there was Mayadanav, the king of all Danavas. He was in the same forest. When he started escaping, Krishna was about to kill him with Sudarshan Chakra. And seeing Krishna so angry, Mayadanav went to Arjun and took his shelter. Now a Kshatriya, if somebody takes shelter, he has to protect. So Arjun told Krishna, don't do anything to Mayadanav, forgive him. So Krishna didn't kill Mayadanav. So Indra came, he was very happy with Krishna and Arjuna. He said, please ask me some benediction. Krishna said, Indra, just bless us that our friendship, me and Arjuna's friendship is eternal. That's how Krishna loves his devotees. So Mayadanav told Arjuna, I want to do something for you. Arjuna said, I helped you, not for anything. That's not my policy, to help somebody, to gain some favor. So, that's not gentleman. A gentleman, if he helps somebody, he should not try to gain some favor. So, Mahaprasad is okay. Should not try to utilize somebody's weakness to get benefit. That is business. That's not good. Maidana said, no, no, I want to do something for you. Arjuna said, if you want to do something for me, then do something what Krishna says. Then I'll be happy. So Maidana went to Krishna. He said, I want to do something for you. He said, I don't want anything. But still, since you want to do something, you construct a nice palace for King Yudhishthira. And Maidana is a very great architect. He constructed many great palaces for Daityas, Danavas in many parts of the universe. So he constructed a great assembly hall for Yudhishthira Maharaj, which took 14 months. And it has all the rare gems which he collected from the Himalayas. And during his tour to Himalayas for collecting, he also went to the depth of the ocean and got Devdutt conch shell and he gifted it to Arjun and got a very huge mace, club, gada, which is equivalent to 10,000 ordinary clubs, and he gifted it to Bhim. And he constructed such a magical palace that some part of the palace, the floor was water, but it will look stone. And some part of palace, the floor was stone, but it will look water. Illusory palace. And that is where Duryodhan fell in the trap and became further bitterest enemy for Yudhishthira Maharaj. And then Krishna told Yudhishthira Maharaj, let me go to Dwaraka, enough now. And he took his leave, he took Arjuna's leave, Kunti Maharani's leave, Bhimsen, Nakul Sahadev's leave, and he took Mother Kalindi with him, and they had a big Vivah ceremony in Dwaraka on auspicious Muhurta. That is how Krishna married Mother Kalindi. This description of Krishna's marriage is transcendental, not ordinary couple. And the description of Khandava forest burning and Arjuna protecting Agni Dev is all transcendental because it's connected to Krishna and his pure devotees. And we all also have a Khandava forest in our heart with sinful desires, sinful ambitions, material attachments. And we need the arrow of Arjuna. We need the arrow of the holy name, vibrated by a pure devotee, to enter the ears, the holes of our ears, to go and clean our heart, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. That's what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gifted us, the holy name of Krishna, which as an arrow can penetrate our steel heart, our iron heart, and kill all the sinful desires, all the anarthas, lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion, all the material attachments, attachment to body, attachment to relatives, attachment to objects related to the body, attachment to the land of birth, attachment to modern science, and attachment to so-called religion, and all material ambitions to be a great person, to be a master, to be an enjoyer, to be a proprietor, to be controller, to have status, to have reputation, to have some position, to have some worship, to have some likes on our posts. All these ambitions are useless. They are demons which will destroy our spiritual advancement. And for that we should chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Can somebody give me a watch? Once Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to Jagannath Puri. He was in Jagannath Puri. He went to meet Haridas Thakur, Namacharya Haridas Thakur. And he said, Haridas, I have a big anxiety, big concern. I very well know those humans who follow Vedic culture, who chant the holy name, who practice bhakti yoga, they will get delivered. But my anxiety is about Malechas and Yavanas who don't follow Aryan culture, who don't follow Sanatan Dharma, who don't follow Vedic culture, who eat meat, who do gambling, who take intoxicants, who have relationship outside marriage, who are sinful, lower than animals. They are called Malech and Yavanas. Who don't chant the holy name, who don't worship the deities, who don't have faith on Krishna, who don't believe in the existence of God, atheist class, foolish people. How will they get delivered? I am in full anxiety whole night. I can't sleep thinking how will they get delivered? See, this is compassion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is having sleepless nights for us. That how will we get delivered? How will the Malechas and Yavanas get delivered? Para dukha dukhi. The material world is full of people in distress. And that makes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu anxious. So he asked Haridas Thakur. So Haridas Thakur folded his hands and smiled. Said, my dear Mahaprabhu, you have already arranged their deliverance by giving them holy name. These Malechas and Yavanas, they are atheists. They don't chant the holy name. They don't worship the deities. They don't pay obeisances to you. They don't believe in the scripture. They are eating meat and doing all sorts of sinful activities. And they give bad words and abuse each other. And one of their popular bad words which they frequently use is haram. In Urdu language, there are two words, halal and haram. Halal means to denote something good. Haram is abusive word to denote something bad, condemned. So the Malech and Yavanas, they use haram word more in the day than halal. Because they talk about bad things so much. And to each other also they use that bad word. So when they say haram, a bad word, they will get delivered because they say Ram. And Haridas Thakur gives proof from Narsinga Puran that there was a Malecha going to the next village to meet his friend. And in between there was a forest. He was walking. And a boar attacked him. Pig, jungly pig with a horn, and killed him. And while dying, he was in pain, wounded, all blood was coming out. He was very angry. And he condemned the boar with a bad word, haram, and died. What happened? He went to Vaikuntha because he said at the time of death, he said Ram. He didn't think about Lord Ramchandra. He doesn't even know. He didn't mention about Lord Ramchandra. He didn't chant the holy name with the intention of chanting the holy name. He condemned the boar. He addressed the boar as haram. Still he got benefit of chanting the holy name of Ram at the time of death. That is the power of holy name of Lord Ram and Lord Krishna. This Nam Abhas, shadow of the holy name, even if chanted indirectly, accidentally, jokingly, referring to somebody or something else, abusing, one gets benefit of chanting the holy name. Haridas Thakur explains that the holy name Ram is so powerful. If somebody separates Ra and Ma and puts some other alphabet in between, still he'll get benefit of chanting holy name. If in the house somebody says, today we made Rajma, Ra, Ja, Ma. In between Ra and Ma there is Ja. So when somebody says, I made Rajma or I ate Rajma, you get benefit of chanting the holy name of Ram. So powerful. If Ra and Ma are in two different words and there's a gap in between, still you get benefit of chanting Ram. If somebody says, Mera makan udhar hai, Mera makan, Mera, there's a Ra at the end, then there's a pause, then there's makan, Ma, still he gets benefit of chanting the holy name of Ram. That's the power of holy name. Haridas Thakur gave one more example of Ajamil. He was so sinful. He invited a prostitute in his house and had 10 children from her and ate the sinful food cooked by her. And he threw away his wife, children, and parents outside the house. And to fulfill the desires of the prostitute, he would go and steal money and loot people and gamble and fight and take loan and not return back and fight with people who will ask their money, all these things. At the time of death, his small son named Narayan was playing in the room. He saw Yamdutas and out of fear he called not Lord Narayan, he called his son Narayan, Narayan. And poor Vishnu Dutas came and saved him from death, saved him from hellish planets. His ticket was confirmed to Yamraj Loka, but he was saved. So that's the power of Namabhas, chanting the holy name indirectly. So my dear Mahaprabhu, you have already arranged their deliverance. Hearing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased but still in distress. He said, Haridas, I am equally anxious about animals and snakes and insects and trees and creepers. They don't say haram, they don't speak anything. How will they get delivered? Haridas Thakur smiled. He said, my dear Mahaprabhu, I know what happened in Jharkhand forest. Balbhadra Bhattacharya told me everything. You delivered tigers and leopards and lions and elephants and made them chant in ecstasy. In Jharkhand forest, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to walk. Balbhadra Bhattacharya was walking behind him. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was just dance and chant. Obvious about the around him, all the surroundings. There were animals. There were carnivorous animals. There were other big animals: tiger, lions, snakes, giraffe, elephants, rhinoceroses, foxes, dogs, birds. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would chant and dance without fear, and Balbhadra Bhattacharya would fear seeing these animals that they will attack us. But they will give way to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as if a VIP is coming and everybody would give way. At one time, chanting and dancing and walking, there was a tiger on the path, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu walking, kick his feet to the tiger. Now, Balbhadra Bhattacharya, this tiger will pounce and kill us. But the tiger didn't attack. He was sleeping, he woke up. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very sweetly told, my dear tiger Prabhu, chant Hare Krishna. And the tiger raising his front leg started chanting Hare Krishna and dancing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him ecstatic love by kicking him. At other time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking bath in a small water body, and 8 to 10 big elephants came in the same water to take bath. And Balbhadra Bhattacharya, who was holding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's clothes, again got in anxiety. Now, what will happen now? Seeing the elephants playfully, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started taking water with his hands and splashing on the body of the elephants. As soon as the water which touched the lotus hand of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched the body of the elephants, they got ecstatic, loving symptoms of Krishna Prem. And Chaitanya told the elephants, chant Hare Krishna. And the elephants in ecstasy started chanting and jumping. One elephant was jumping up and down, another elephant was rolling on the ground, another fell unconscious, another elephant tears in the eyes, another was shivering and perspiring, another became stunned. And Balbhadra Bhattacharya was surprised to see the circus. In this way, the tiger and the goat will embrace and chant Hare Krishna, forgetting their natural animosity. And all the animals will come together and the birds will come together and chant the holy name. So Haridas Thakur said, when your devotees go on the street and chant loudly, all those who don't want to chant, they hear and they get delivered. It may be humans, it may be animals, even the trees hear, and the echo which comes is their kirtan, and they also get delivered. So devotees of ISKCON in the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have this duty to go out and chant loudly, so that those who don't want to chant, the holy name enters their ears and their heart is clean. So we are observing World Holy Name Festival. Today we have 12-hour Kirtan in the temple. So many people will come in the temple. And we should invite them to chant with us. And good news, tomorrow we are going to Juhu Beach to chant and dance and distribute the holy name and distribute prasadam and books. So all devotees should come and invite everybody, so that thousands of devotees go to Juhu Beach and chant and dance. There are lakhs of people on Juhu Beach every Sunday evening. And everybody will get benefit, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will recognize us that we are part of his army in his mission, chanting and dancing. That's the main item of the Hare Krishna movement, Krishna consciousness movement, ISKCON, to chant and dance on the streets and give the benefit to others. So for our own benefit, we chant and hear and dance. We chant more rounds attentively without offenses. And we go out and chant and dance and invite others. And in that way, the world will change, the world will transform. There will be a revolution in this world by holy name, by books and by prasadam. And when we participate or contribute to this revolution, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recognizes us as his devotee. And that's perfection and success of our life. Okay, we end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna. Any comments or questions you may please ask. Yes, Gopal Anand Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, thank you for this wonderful example of the story from the Nursing Puran related to this topic of, this word haram. So my question is, Prabhuji, basically it is said many times that our overall devotion has been seen, is checked till the time of death. So in this case, just by chanting the name at the end of his time, Haram, accidentally, he goes home to Vaikuntha. So how can we calculate this? Because it's many times we say, it's an overall, Krishna sees what is your piety, etc., and then he promotes you to back to Godhead. And the second question again comes here. Our devotees, they chant 16 rounds every day, and some chant 64, and maybe some people even chant even one round every day. Now this person just accidentally, he just chants name of Haram and he's promoted there. So what is a devotee's destination if he's not chanting the name of the Lord or remembering the Lord in the time of death? So what is the eligibility of going home?
So, well, there is sadhana siddha and kripa siddha. Sadhana siddha means you perform sadhana bhakti as per rules and regulations of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra whole life. And if you are 100% perfect, you go back to Krishna. Kripa siddha means a person doesn't perform sadhana, Krishna gives his causeless mercy. So while we wait for kripa, we perform our sadhana. So a person who performs his bhakti whole life nicely, if he doesn't remember Krishna at the time of death, no problem. Krishna will remember him, and still he can go back to God. So if somebody is 100% perfect at the time of death, he goes back home to Krishna. Somebody 100% not perfect, short term, if he does short term bhakti, he is born in heavenly planets, and then in earth planet in rich families where there is no struggle of existence, and easily he can practice bhakti. Somebody who does long term bhakti but not perfect, he is born in Vaishnava family. From childhood, very easily that soul does bhakti, has prasadam, comes to temple, chant the holy name, and very easily the remaining percentage is done and goes back to Godhead when 100% is done. The final eligibility is not from our side, it's Krishna's wish, whom he takes back to Godhead. We only hope and patiently wait for his mercy, performing our duties in Krishna consciousness. Okay? Yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for the beautiful class. So the question is on that particular example, like that Muslim person saying Haram, and he is delivered back to Godhead.
Not
So
Muslim person, Malech.
Malay.
Don't equate.
So the point is that in Bhagavad Gita it is said the yam yam vapi smaran bhav tyajan tante kalevanam. So according to that verse, he should have a body of a hawk, matlab, as per smaran, just like we heard in a story of Bharat Maharaj. So how we can understand this?
So, uh, sometimes it's okay if Krishna doesn't follow his Bhagavad Gita. Allowed, right? He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He gives causeless mercy. There may be additional past story or context in this example, which I am not aware of, or it's not mentioned in that Purana. But the main point is that holy name is so powerful that whatever is necessary to be done can be done by one holy name in one moment. That is the main point. So at the time of death, he chanted Haram. The name of Ram did everything what is necessary to be done to make him eligible to go back to Krishna. So that's called causeless mercy. Causeless mercy, there is no cause. Krishna gives. Putana came to feed Krishna her breast milk full with poison, and Krishna gave her liberation. And you give milk with sugar, keshar, pista, badam, and you are still here in Juhu. We can't say, no, she gave poison, I gave sugar, she got liberated, I didn't get liberated, so let me put poison in milk, maybe I'll get liberated. No, that's causeless mercy. So we wait for that causeless mercy. So these examples are there to make us understand that this process is very powerful. If it is not happening, it's because of my offenses. Let me minimize them and expect this mercy. Hope for this mercy. Okay? Yes, Janudev Prabhu. Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Guruji, as you said that there are some demons in our heart, like desire for fame, recognition, worship, likes. So it destroys our spiritual life. Can you please elaborate how it destroys our spiritual life?
Well, so these material desires, when we perform bhakti to fulfill material desires, that's not bhakti, that's not pure devotional service. And if I perform material karma to fulfill my material desires, I get entangled in karma. I again take birth, repeated birth and that. So both the things are against the very principle of pure devotional service because they don't please Krishna. Right? So these anarthas, they don't allow us to love Krishna. It's like curtain in between you and the another person. So you can't see the person because the curtain is there. So anarthas are like that. There's dust in the mirror, you can't see the reflection, you have to clean the mirror. Right? Okay? So we have to make arrangement to start the 12-hour kirtan. I'll take one last question, Janudev Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
for such a wonderful narration of Jharkhand forest.
Hare Krishna.
In now, a lot of youngsters started singing bhajans, kirtans on the Krishna's name, Radharani's name. Quite popular it is becoming after right after COVID. Many people are going to the holy places, dancing, taking the same mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's not same mood, trying to copy same thing from ISKCON, doing kirtans, Jai Sri Ram, Radhe Shyam. So, is it the same equivalent thing what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given? What nowadays popularly becoming?
Well, if somebody is making their own mantras of the holy name, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't accept that. The mantra should be bona fide, coming in a sampradaya, and the chanting of holy name should be under guidance of a pure spiritual master, not whimsically out of some enthusiasm. So chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra should be done without offenses, with proper guidelines, then there is effect. Otherwise the effect is less, and with offenses a person eventually will do this for millions of years but not get final success. So it should be done as mentioned in the scriptures.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So we should not encourage that. While we may positively say very good, but gradually we should add proper regulative principles, proper rules, proper etiquette, so that we get benefit. Okay, we end here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.